Back again with some pure fire knowledge. Boom! Right, so this one is just a short one. It's going to be my personal take on 5 things you can do to just help your mental health. Obviously this is one of the main reasons I started An A Muscle. They're just 5 short tips that anyone can embody, anyone can do, and they've really benefited me. I'm passionate to share it with people, just to put it across to me. Give it a listen. I know I will be, because I've got big tabs before you say it. I know I have. I've had 30 years to accept that fact. Anyway, this is just a quick summary of 5 things that you can do to help your mental health. So, number 1, and one of the main ones that I've done is embody physical activity. Get yourself moving. Movement medicine, or motion potion, however you want to call it. It really is a fantastic way to pick up your spirits and just get yourself feeling good about yourself. The endorphins that you get from exercise they're like a drug. They are so addictive. Once you've had that feeling of that high and feeling great about yourself because you've physically exerted yourself and you've achieved something, it's fantastic. It really is like soul healing medicine for absolutely everybody. So that this can be anything: playing sport, going to the gym, getting involved in an activity, going out walking, taking the dogs out, going on a group run, or doing some sort of fitness class. Do anything, absolutely anything you can do to get your body moving, get your heart racing, get the blood pumping around your body. 100% do it. It relieves stress, relieves anxiety, makes you feel empowered instead of just being sat down lazy and immobile and sort of getting into a rut and not being active and pushing yourself. Do something. Honest to God, do something and make it a habit. Every day if you can. Every day do something, and it will seriously over time drastically improve it. And even in the short term, you will feel so much better about yourself if you feel like you've been and exerted yourself and you've genuinely gone and put work in and invested in your health. Because as I've said, the best investment you can make is in your health, hands down. Now the second thing that I've only just recently started doing this past year, but it's been phenomenal for me, and I got into audiobooks. Now you can do it through audiobooks, podcasts, or you can read books. All's fantastic. I got into reading really motivational and empowering books. The number 1 that I will always recommend to everybody is Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Hands down, life-changing book. Really good book to not only listen to. I mean, if you can read it and you're into reading, definitely read it. For me, sometimes I'm quite busy, so I do find it hard to sit down and read a book. But the beautiful thing about being the audiobook is when I'm driving around or if I'm having some food, I can just put it to play, put my headphones in. Yeah, they do fit before you say out. And just listen to it for half an hour to an hour every day. And it's brilliant, it's totally life-changing. The principles and the thought patterns of, successful people. And it really opens your eyes to a different way of thinking, a completely different way of thinking. So definitely give it a try. And that book, and I'm always open to any suggestions. If anyone's got any books, let me know. I've done about 12 in the past 2 months. That's more books than I probably ever read when I was at school. But I'm really enjoying it. So tip number 3. Tip number 3 for me is an important one, and that is surround yourself with positive social interactions and positive people. Now, this is a big one for me, so I've got some cracking friends in my life, They are really, really influential, and I love to be there to support them and help them. And they've been very supportive to me with starting this, and it's really, really, it's really important. Surround yourself with positive, supportive, and driven people. People who are chasing ambition and chasing something more than mediocrity. A very famous quote from Kathy Ireland is, in life you can surround yourself with either engines or anchors. Now, engines are people that propel us forward, are supportive, and help us to achieve what we want to achieve, or anchors weigh us down. So if you surround yourself with people that all they do is either talk negatively, moan, talk about other people in a negative fashion, they're not the right kind of people, unfortunately, you want to surround yourself with. That's just, for me, I haven't got time to talk bad about other people. I've got no interest in talking bad about other people. I just want to see other people do well. That's it, I just want to see other people have ambitions and goals, and they're chasing them and they're working towards them, or they're smashing them and they're setting more. There's nothing better in life than seeing that. That's just, it's amazing to see, people genuinely on a path to better themselves, and I don't think anyone can knock that. Absolutely not a single person should ever try and stop someone from chasing their dreams and being positive and just being driven. It's a big thing in life, unfortunately. So that's tip 3. Tip 4. Tip 4 is a very much another important part with training and living a healthy and active lifestyle. It's trying to make sure you're eating a very well balanced diet. Now, it's a very broad topic, diet, that you could really get into it, but I'm just going to sort of try and glaze over it to encapsulate it. So food is your fuel, and make sure you're fueling your body with the best fuel you can do. Vegetables, meats, fruits, beans, legumes, wholesome foods. Even if you're vegan, plenty of beans and lentils in your diet. Just fill your body with wholesome food and try and limit processed food. There's no such thing as good and bad foods. There's just food. That's it. No food should be off limit. You shouldn't be being told to only eat fish and a rice cake every day for your life to achieve your body goals. There's so much more to life than that. It's important, and if you feed your body junk, you will feel like junk, and that is 100% true. Your body reproduces your cells, your tissues, how you feel with what you feed it. So it's very, very important. Always try and make sure that you make time to invest in your health with your food. Food is basically your life source. So make sure you invest into it. I know it's hard when we're all living busy lifestyles and things, but obviously you've seen I do meal prep videos on the socials. If not, check them out. And it becomes, I enjoy it. I do enjoy it because it's all part of the process, and it's very, I know probably some people don't enjoy cooking or whatnot, but for me it's just another skill. Every day is a school day, and I'm constantly tweaking things and working on trying new foods and new recipes, and I enjoy it. I just enjoy that learning experience of, I'm going to try this today, so do it, take a chance. And there's the beautiful thing in the age we are, social media and the internet, you can access literally millions of recipes in seconds. So there's not really much of an excuse to say I don't know what I'm doing when everything's online for you there already now. So embrace it, take the challenge, take the step, get into your food shopping, and try new foods, and try and make sure that it's full of colour and everything that you're eating is wholesome. And if you can support local businesses with local greengrocers, local butchers, do that, because they are literally keystones in the community for really, really good wholesome produce, and they are underutilised. Everyone tends to go to the supermarket but use these small businesses because they have some real good produce in your local area. So that's tip 4. Now tip 5 and the last one for me is sleep. Funnily enough, sleep. It's in a life where I know people, especially with what's been going on recently with stress, the pandemic, everything else that's occurred, that's filled a lot of people with a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, and it does affect your sleep. And sleep's critical. It really is critical to make sure that you are, when you go to bed, you are switching off. You are literally going to bed and you can put your head on the pillow and within a couple of minutes you're going to bed. Now I understand it's very difficult if you've got kids or new children in the family, and granted I'm not saying that you can live like that, but for me personally I'm single but I've got no kids, so really I can go to bed with very little distraction. But one of the biggest things that you can do at night is limit your time on these. The blue light that these give off do disrupt your sleep pattern, so I'll try and avoid using it like half an hour before I go to bed. And a brilliant way is you can actually do some reading or listen to an audiobook instead. Tip that does help you fall asleep. And try and go to bed in an absolute calm state. 2 things that I've done that have really helped is I take ZMA before I go to bed. I take 2 tablets of ZMA every night. That's been brilliant. I've been doing it now for probably 2 years, and I sleep like a log. I really do. I'm out really. I'm a deep sleeper with it. And then I've also started utilising some CBD oil. Just take a dose of that about an hour before I go to bed, and that's phenomenal. It's like I go to bed and I'm just completely calm. I feel so. I can't. It's such a weird feeling to describe, but it's like this calm, centered feeling where everything's okay, and it's brilliant. And then I can just go to bed, and I wake up in the morning feeling fresh, ready for the gym because I train early. And yeah, it's so crucial that you do not want to keep depriving yourself of sleep, because this can affect your hormones, it can affect your diet, it can affect your mental state, it can affect your attitude. So it really is important. Embrace it, guys, and make sure that you're getting at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night if you can. So yeah, this is just a quick roundup. I hope you're all having a great weekend, and that's another one done. Bosh. See you on the next one.